Hi, my name's Damian Johnston, and I'm the PTI guy. I'm a platform tennis enthusiast, intermediate level player, a volunteer for my local paddle league, and a member of the American Platform Tennis Association Board of Directors. I'm currently the chair of the APTA PTI Algorithm Committee, and these are videos aimed at demystifying the PTI and maybe even answering some of your questions. Today's video is Ratings Confidence. What does it mean? As a reminder, the Platform Tennis Index is a system intended to be an objective, self-correcting system. It's based on statistics, analysis of match results, and it's the same math employed for every league, player, and match. Each result provides more information so that the algorithm can correct and adjust over time. Ratings confidence, or confidence factor, is an element of the Platform Tennis Index system. It's a tweak to the underlying ELO rating system, a pragmatic solution to deal with inaccurate initial start ratings, and it's also useful for established players. Ratings confidence is a way to describe the uncertainty of a player's rating. The problem with inaccurate ratings is the impact partners and opponents. This is because team ratings are the sum of player ratings, and expected results are based on the ratings differential between teams. Then adjustments are shared equally amongst partners. Therefore, an overrated player makes an overrated team. The expectations are high, and the partner can be punished, or the opponents rewarded. An underrated player makes an underrated team. Expectations are then low, and a partner can be rewarded and opponents punished simply because of the inaccurate rating of the original player. There are a couple of sources of rating inaccuracy. The most obvious source is default initial start ratings. Many times, these are simply a bad guess. It's just a better guess than something else. A bad initial start rating is obvious when match results demonstrate consistent difference between expected and actual results in those matches. Rating inaccuracy can also be detected when there's a sudden drop in performance for established players. This could be due to injury, mobility reduction, or some other impairment. It's also possible for there to be a sudden increase in performance for established players. Often this comes because of an aha moment, either strategically or tactically. Frequently we see this with athletic or players with racket skills, but lacking platform tennis smarts. The performance plateaus and then suddenly experience a change in match results. The ratings confidence has an impact on the adjustment scale for each player. When a match is played amongst players with ratings confidence less than 100%, an adjustment scale is calculated for each player. The players with the minimum confidence will have an adjustment scale greater than 1, while all the other players will have an adjustment scale less than 1. Before continuing, if you're not familiar with the screen capture below, please check out the video, How to Read a Match Score, linked to in the description below. In this example, we can see the impact of a new player. The new player, or player 3, sees the largest move for outperforming the default rating that they were assigned. This scale corrects the underrated default starting rating. The established players see a scale of 0.1, which suppresses the rating adjustment. Essentially, this corrects the new player start rating based on the match results and the ratings of the 3 established players. This is an example of multiple players with less than 100% confidence. In this case, player 1 is playing their 6th match. Players 2 and 3 have both had more than 8 matches, and player 4 is playing his or her 3rd match. These reduced confidences are used to calculate individual player scales. Then, after the team adjustment is calculated, those adjustments are multiplied by the player scales. The players with the least confidence scale higher, and the most established players scale lower. Ratings confidence changes in a couple of different ways. Ratings confidence for all new players starts at 12.5%. It then increases by 12.5% for each rated match. It's capped at 100%. The confidence factor can be overridden by league PTI committees and reset to a lower confidence as of a specific date. The APTA PTI Algorithm Committee is exploring options to dynamically adjust ratings confidence so that manual intervention is not required. League PTI committees override and lower the confidence of player ratings with the support and assistance from the APTA. The primary reasons why a league PTI committee might do this is that players exhibit a sudden and noticeable change in match performance. The two obvious examples are physical impairment, such as mobility or eyesight, or a post-introductory enlightenment common amongst experienced racket players. Confidence factor adjustment allows players to find their new stable rating quicker and minimize the impact on partners and opponents. Here is an example of a player who experienced a material change in performance. Note the level of play before and after the step function in performance. Here's another example with stable ratings pre and post adjustment. This can be both a material improvement in performance or reduction in performance. Here's an example of a player who might be a possible candidate for a confidence factor override starting around October 2022. We can see a stable rating trend for approximately 2 years, and then a sudden unidirectional and sustained improvement in match performance. As a summary for confidence factor or rating confidence, it is a PTI system tweak for dealing with clear mismatches between performance and ratings. It's used automatically for new players and initial start rating deviation, and it's used after review by league administration for established players. The goal is to maintain a consistent data-driven process for maintaining ratings and facilitate correction with minimal impact on partners and opponents. The APTA PTI Algorithm Committee continues to explore options to dynamically adjust ratings confidence without manual intervention. I hope you find this video useful. Feel free to leave your constructive comments and questions below. Let PTI be a reflection of your previous matches and not a goal. Remember, PTI is not a measure of ability, it's a measure of performance. The goal is to play the great game of platform tennis, compete in close matches, and most importantly, to have fun. See you on the courts!